exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, ulcerative proctitis, proctosigmoiditis, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease. If you've heard any of these words from your doctor before, you probably know this look and this feeling. First Wave Biopharma is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company specializing in the development of targeted, non-systemic therapies for gastrointestinal diseases. Using frontline cutting-edge research, First Wave Biopharma is here to help you have less of this and more of this. First Wave Biopharma.
Loft 100 Studios, the Big Biz Show, and our affiliates and our hosts are not registered investment advisors or broker-dealers.
Our show hosts make no commitment that the purchase of securities of companies profiled or otherwise mentioned in our programming
are suitable or advisable for any person, or that an investment in such securities will be profitable in general.
Given the nature of the company's profile and the lack of an active trading market for the securities, investing is highly speculative and carries a certain high degree of risk.
We profile selected publicly traded and privately held companies on our program.
Most of these companies that we profile have provided compensation to Loft 100 Studios and its hosts for the profile coverage.
From time to time, we sell shares of the companies profiled in the open market that we receive as compensation for coverage of client companies.
But never sell stocks if we are speaking about interviewing or covering a public company who has paid compensation.
Specific questions on compensation can be obtained by contacting producer at Solientgroup.com.
Listeners should verify all claims and do their own due diligence before investing in any securities mentioned on this program.
Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk.
We encourage our investors to invest carefully and read the investor information available at the websites on the
Securities and Exchange Commission at sec.gov and or the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA, at www.finra.org.
I like it.
I think my is when Chloe says, I like it. I like it. I like it. What's one of the, is it right this there, one?
Yeah, skull in the bottle.
Like, did you hear how fast you two?
Yeah, that one. That
is
one.
That no, come on.
That one, boss. That
is this the one? This should be nascent to the set. Going pretty much. Hey, it's Big Biz Show. Great to have you along since Mike is no longer doing his job, introducing the show.
What?
No, it's fine. Welcome to the Big Business Show. Don't you have another show that you do after this show?
Yes.
What's the name of your show?
It's called the Large Financial Program. Yeah.
So you host the show called the Large Financial Program.
It's on YouTube.
And so my stock picks come out on Sundays. When do your stock picks come out?
5 minutes after yours come out. So there we go.
By coincidence.
Yeah.
The Large Business Show.
Yeah.
With Mike.
No, Large Financial Program. I know it's a lot to get on a T-shirt, but I do it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, considering the size of your T-shirts, I don't think we have a problem. This next guest, and I think Greg will agree, is one of our favorite people.
One of our favorite, absolutely.
And he has a past that's so successful, and we spent a lot of time on that. I want to have him in studio one time just to talk about the whole story.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
Yep.
But now he is the founder and executive chairman of a company called Ammo Inc. What do you think that's about? God, it was supposed to be like, I was going to say who it was. I was going to hit the cannon.
There was a sound effect there.
I can't find it. Their stock symbol is POWW, but what's really interesting here is he's a sort of a market architect and promoter in the gun business, and it has turned into something really remarkable. Once again, we give you Fred Wagenhals. Fred, I can't wait to have you come on in studio, but we'll take you via Zoom if that's all we get for now.
I'd love to be there.
Good.
So you gotta just pick a date, and I'll come over.
I'm thinking all next week, every day.
Yes.
Fred, can you tell us, for the audience that has not seen you before, talk about your main model there, because there's a couple, but talk about the main business model for ammo.
Well, of course, we're in the ammunition business, but our acquisition of GunBroker has really turned this company around. It's the crown jewel of the company. And we start carding credit card September, October, November, and December, we'll have all of our customers up on credit cards.
Wow.
That gives us the right to open up to our cart. And so from now on, you won't be able just to buy one item on our site. You'll be able to breeze through it. We'll be an Amazon or an eBay overnight.
So it is criteria specific to guns and ammo, but everything will be in one place, is what you're saying.
Yes. What people don't realize, we sold more guns last year than Bass Pro, Cabela's, and Sportsman Warehouse together.
Wow. So
on our site.
Here's what's interesting. So during the .com era, okay, you saw books.com, you saw tequila.com. There was a company that I worked with called candycenter.com. And what they did was they amalgamated every single candy bar, every single bag of candy, every single box of candy, and it was a $2 billion business almost overnight. That model in every industry works. And I'm thinking, is there a more rabid industry than the gun industry? Like, you have the most loyal client base. Yep. So how do you plan on being able to service that? Because there's going to be a lot of clients and a lot of merchandise in this supply chain sort of nightmare we're going through.
Well, last year we did over $1 billion. With the credit card and the cart, we should go over $2 billion next year.
Fred, as far as the Second Amendment is concerned and gun advocates and gun rights and people who are against it, where does ammo fall underneath the jurisdiction of the government?
Well, I would tell you the government likes us, because if you bought a gun from us, we don't ship it to you. We ship it to the closest FFL license near you, and that you have to go pick it up, fill out the form, and make sure you're legally able to purchase that gun.
Fred, I'm gonna throw you a curveball here that I didn't ask you about before the show. But do you have any idea what your number one SKU is? What your number one seller is with the website?
No, I really don't. I mean, I just know that we did over $1 billion in transactions last year, and I would say that it's mainly not new guns. It's guns that people have had for years and want to sell it and want to find a proper owner for it.
Fred, like every other gun shop in the country, there is some responsibility that you guys carry that the government gives you in regards to registering people and finding out where you can find them if the gun shows up where it's not supposed to. Who handles that apparatus in your business? Is that a separate division, or has the government made it easy on you?
I think the government's made it easy on us to follow the rules. We've done that. We have a department that does that.
Fred, what's next for you guys for the next 18 months? Are we thinking of acquisitions at all? Will there be a phase 2 for Ammo Inc.?
I think we're looking at acquisitions. The first thing we want to do is get our credit card processing done by the end of the year, our card up and running January 1st, and then advertising on our site. We plan on financing, being able to finance the customer, the gun, and the site, and all the things he wants to buy with that gun. And we see tremendous growth with GunBroker.
Wow. Well, we're going to do our job.
Amazing.
Getting the name out there.
Yep.
His name is Fred Wagenhals, founder and executive chairman of a company called Ammo Inc., and their stock symbol is POW. Fred, let's get you in the studio as soon as possible. Great to see you again, one of our favorite guests. And although I've never fired a gun other than the one time you got me an endorsement on radio to fire pistols. Are you a gun
owner? Yes.
Do you have a lot of them?
Yes. Arsenal.
It's the Sully and Greg Show. More coming up after the break.
entire world is struggling to keep the lights on.
Meantime, as we've said, hitting its highest level since 2008 today. Tom Closer from...
We are in either the worst energy crisis since the 1970s or darn close to it.
We're in the midst of an energy crunch, perhaps unlike we've ever seen.
Global energy costs are on the rise, so that means the things that keep your business running are getting more expensive. The lights, the water, the gas bill, all of it. If you want to save money, efficiency is key, and mCloud is here to help. Drawing from technology used in the world's most demanding industries, Asset Care takes the health, performance, and efficiency of your assets to new heights. No upfront fees, no hidden costs, and one simple price per connected asset combined with continuous performance improvements that you can measure. Every aspect of asset management, from operations to optimization to maintenance, under one umbrella, enabling you to get the most out of your assets. mCloud Asset Care.